Nisi Lexi, unleash the power of your creativity. Hello everyone and welcome to Nisi Lexi. If you're new here, I'm a content creator, digital marketer, as well as a blogger. Today we are going to be discussing some specific topics. So as the new year, we're coming into a new year, we need to talk about some new things that we can basically discuss about how can we leverage our 2024, how can we be able to manifest growth, manifest changes. And for those who are here, welcome to Nisi Lexi. I'm a content creator, digital marketer, as well as a blogger. And yes, and you guys have seen a little change. Yes, I have finally taken off my braces, and as you can see, my smile is all beautiful and done. And I'm still doing some minor cosmetics procedure, but before I get into that detail, I'll create actually a separate video on my brace journey and how I got this beautiful smile going on. But before I dive into that, because I tend to go in different topics, anything. I want to talk about some topics that we can talk about, like women empowerment, some mindsets, and the whole Boss Up With Me show is why I created it. Essentially, when I came up with the idea, it's like I want to be able to empower youths, especially young girls that are looking up to me, or young girls that are inspired by my YouTube channel or by the businesses that I do, or just being a digital marketer. And for the 2024, I'm going to focus heavily on the glow ups, and I'll focus heavily on like our mindset. Especially when you want to become an entrepreneur, thinking about the money mindset is not everything. You also need to think about your mindset as a whole. You need to consider your network. You need to consider your skills. You need to consider time management. You also need to consider the people that you hang out around and things like that. And these are some things that I want to discuss with you, because I feel like, especially for the past 3 years, I've been working really on myself, whether my appearance, whether on my mindset and things of that nature. I had my ups, I have my downs, and I have my very huge moment, especially for this year, being on a billboard across the country, as well as being featured and receiving an award and things like that. Those are just basically a lot of highlights that I have accomplished, just kind of focusing on myself and focusing on my skills, focusing on my growth. And I also went through days where I wasn't really feeling like myself. I took some time off YouTube, I took some time off work. I was experiencing burnout, whether it's burnout from work, burnout from YouTube, burnout from just life as a whole. But I also took that time to just kind of reevaluate and asking myself what's actually going on, discovering what is happening. And sometimes it's just we're overwhelmed, we go through changes, we go through things, or just, I think for me personally, I just reach a point where I want more out of myself, and I don't want to be doing the same thing over and over again. I want my life to change. I want some new highlights, some new growth. And I feel my potential as a human being, I haven't reached yet. And I just try to kind of I hit a wall of okay, what else can I do? How else can I improve on myself? And how else can I go about making sure that, I reach the peak of my success and things like that. Even with a lot of the stuff that I've have gained, and I'm really appreciative of it. I'm really amazed by how far I've come as an individual. But I feel this is just the beginning, and I needed more, and needed to challenge myself more and things like that. And that is why I took some time off, just kind of reading more books, being more with myself, kind of enjoying my own company, and kind of rediscovering of things that I want to do and things that I don't want to do, and also going through a phase of just kind of eliminating certain things that I no longer feel like I'm interested in. So yeah, and I want to be able to bring more videos to you guys so that we can discuss things like success stories and how I achieved some of my successes. We can also discuss about entrepreneurial mindsets. We're also going to be discussing about some home-based business models that you guys can also utilize, and also online skills you'll be able to develop and to become an online boss. And also time management. We can also discuss about financial planning and budgeting, and also building a personal brand, and because I'm really big on that. And then another thing, we can also discuss about network and collaborations, and also overcoming challenges. I had my own that I have also overcome this way specifically. And then we can also talk about balancing work and personal life, and how that look like, especially when you have your own relationships, you have your own family, how you can balance with all of those stuff. And then lastly, we can also talk about some tech tools, some resources, marketing strategy, for your small business, as well as like, you know, the legals and the legals aspect of things to take into considerations, as well as just like your mental and self-health checks. And then finally, we can also do some Q&A. And yeah, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can stay up to date with all my content that I produce here on the Nisi Lexi channel. And I hope you guys have a successful, wonderful holiday. And I'll see you guys soon. Stay tuned for more cool stuff, guys. Yes. Nisi Lexi, unleash the power of your creativity.